Welcome back everyone to the part 2 IHBAD devlog. Part 2 to the part 1 that I did quite a while ago. Around 3 months ago it's been. But anyway, it's not important because I'm back now and we can finally go over everything I've been working on. I have been lazy, so that's why it's been 3 months, but that's not important. What is important is that I am here now and I am ready to go over what I've been doing. Okay, so let's get into it. Just a little warning again, this video is probably going to be very unprofessional just because it's easy to do. You know, I am just going to be doing live commentary over videos I've already recorded. Okay, so now let's actually start. Right, so before we actually get into it, there's already a few things on the screen that are new. As in the top right, there's the souls that you can see. Bottom left, there's a new dash ability icon. Bottom right, I have to activate Windows. In the middle of the screen, I'm wearing a hat. The next change is with the altar. When you're charging it and you get out of its radius, it stops charging and you stop bleeding. The new boss, ARTEMIS, now moves after every shot, just making it a bit more erratic and unpredictable. Sometimes it barely moves and sometimes it moves quite a bit. I've also changed how damaging ARTEMIS works, so you can only do the most amount of damage when you're close to him, and then the damage starts to fall off after you get further away from him. I've added a new item, a health item that adds 20 health to your maximum health, so you can see I just went from 120 to 140. I've implemented difficulty, so now you can play easy mode, normal mode or hard mode. The hard mode makes it harder, the normal mode makes it normal, and easy mode, don't play easy mode. Just to show you the differences, this is easy mode. The enemies are quite slow, very few spawns, and they do 1 to 2 damage. And you start with 150 health. This is normal mode. You can see there's a lot more spawns coming in, they're quite fast, and they do like 2 to 4 damage. And this is hard mode. They are quite fast and more will spawn, but I don't get to see that because I die so quickly. They do 6 to 8 damage as well. I've finally added the ability to dash through the Alpha Phoenix's projectiles. How cool, right? You can now change controls. You can't change the left and right control because there's some problems with Unity, but everything else you can change. So jump, drop down and then interact, dash right, everything else you can change. As you can see here. I mean, you don't know what button I'm pressing, but I promise you that I am pressing the button that I put in there, which is W. And then you can reset it and then it's default, yeah. You may have already noticed, but I've also added sound to the projectiles for the Alpha Phoenix, the Phoenix and the Omni. I've added a new boss called ARACHNE to the dungeon map. As you can see, I probably do need to change the way it spawns because you get stuck straight away. But what it does is it shoots webs at you, and once you get stuck in its webs, then it will lunge at you. So you will see again in the clip later that when I get stuck, it lunges right at me, just like that. Another feature I've implemented is IHBADC, similar to cryptocurrencies. The amount you get rewarded per game is dependent on what you do in that game. So I got 1 kill and I only got 2 IHBADC. You'll be able to spend your IHBADC in the customization level thing, where you can spend it on trails, hats and pets. The hats are purely for cosmetic reasons, they just make you look cool. The pets also make it look cool, but they improve your stats. So the Phoenix pet will give you bonus damage to Phoenix. You can see all this information within the inventory menu, where I've also changed how the tooltips look. So if I hover over the Phoenix, you can see 1.5 times bonus damage to Phoenix. Here I'll give you a tour of the new Void map. It's quite scary, quite empty, quite void. There's not much to it, but that's the whole point. You know, it's very minimal. It's just meant to be a void. There are things in the background that kind of stare at you as you walk by, which I've added. Quite a nice touch. But other than that, it is meant to be kind of deserted. This is a new enemy, Wanderer. It steals blood and life out of you when it gets close enough to you, so that means it heals itself. So you gotta kind of be careful. You can dash into it to kind of push it away, just like that. So you can keep your distance very easily. This is a boss of the Void called CERBERUS. It has a few forms, one with the shield, and then one at below half health. The way it fights will change as you get closer to killing it, so just keep your eye open for that. So that is it for part 2 of the devlog. Thank you guys for watching, and hopefully I get a game done soon so you can all play it. No promises though. I was meant to finish this month, but yeah. Bye.